morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing this morning? Episode number 9 with Breakfast with Ben and Cheryl. I'm excited and doing great this morning. Cheryl, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's cloudy today, but it's very welcomed because we haven't had rain in like almost 2 months or something like that. It's very, very dry here right now.
That's doesn't mean it's going to be a damper of a day.
No. We still have a action-packed day full of things, providing value to others.
That's right. We're back. We are back again. Last week we were talking about value and finding your value. And we ran a little bit longer, but there's so much there. And that's what we're going to continue to talk about today is finding that value.
Yes. Wanted to start with a quote.
Yes. Go ahead.
You go ahead. You practice the name.
Nurture your mind with great thoughts, for you will never go any higher than you think. Benjamin Disraeli.
Yes.
It's so true. You will limit yourself so much if you cannot get out of your head and find that value. Good morning, Jody Brown.
Jody.
Great to have you with us this morning. Always a pleasure. Love it.
But yes, your mind is very limiting, but that's where you have to go into valuing yourself, finding how you can value yourself. And if that takes listening to professional development books, going to courses, getting involved in the community, doing something to help you find your value, to help you see your value and recognize your value. That's important, and that'll help propel you into the future and surround yourself with other people that'll help lift you up. And
that's tough in that regard. What are those things? What are the things that you value, and not possession wise? What are the things that bring you happiness, and what do you? And sometimes it kind of is a struggle of like, well, what do I find to bring me happiness, and what are those values? You touched on it just a second ago with, volunteering is a great way to kind of put yourself out there and be connected with other people and kind of find those like-minded people to help you. All right, this is valuable. This is what I want to do, or this makes me feel good. And yeah.
Well, I think that what helped us find our value or be able to see our value was actually focusing on finding our core values and what values matter to us most. Ben and I did an exercise early last year. Was it early this year?
It was early this year.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Time. Crazy.
10 months ago.
We did this exercise where we went through a whole bunch of value words and marked down some of our core values and what we wanted to accomplish in life, what kind of legacy we wanted to leave, how we wanted others to see us. And that was a very eye-opening experience, and it helped us find our core values, which has helped us navigate all the different distractions that happen in business, opportunities or potential clients or potential projects and things that you want to get involved in. But then you have to take that step back because your time is valuable. No matter what you do, your time is valuable. That's all you have. You have to take that step back and value your own time and look back, okay, well, does this align with any of my core values, or does it get me to one of my goals that I'm wanting to achieve, one of my rocks? Does it help me get there? And if it doesn't in some roundabout way, it's okay to say no. I mean, there's going to be somebody else where that is going to fit with them, and they're going to be a better fit, and they're going to do a better job in that seat than if you try to push it, take on too much, and that kind of thing.
Well, and to relate it even to people that go in and do job interviews. it's not just you being interviewed. You're interviewing the company.
Right.
Is this a place that I want to work? Is this a place that provides value? And realizing that, okay, well, maybe there's a difference between a job and a career. And maybe, yeah, we've had to work jobs to get there, but is that getting us to the end goal? Or are we just treading water and not...
Holy cow. Speaking of jobs, total sidetrack.
Okay.
I am sorry. We went camping this weekend. Great time. But we talked about how many jobs do you have in your life? Holy crap. I think I had the most. I had so many jobs. But one of my core values that I have is happiness. And if I'm not happy, I'm out. Like, my shortest job, I was out in 2.5 hours. Nope. I knew right then, this is not the job for me. And that is, it's historically proven that happiness is one of my core values.
Historically. You said it, not me.
Well, after 20 years, something's like antique or whatever and all that kind of stuff. So I can say historically, right?
Jody Brown, which part sounded fabulous?
I think it was the values, finding our core values and then trying to stick to them and develop a routine and getting involved.
Yeah, I mean,
work.
That's just something that I feel like I've had the opportunity to learn. Yes. And it's amazing when you find those values and you find what you want to do or what you are doing, and letting people know that, then it's just that much more clear. Yes. And it's just kind of easier to connect, and you can almost...
It is difficult because it does separate you from past relationships that you've had.
Oh, funny. Thank you, Jody.
When you do find your core values and you do start aligning yourself with them, yes, you do find more like-minded people and more people that help you along your path. But it is difficult because it does separate you from previous relationships. It can separate you from some previous relationships. Not that we devalue any of those relationships anymore. It's just there's less in common.
Well, and I think it's really important to note, it's kind of a natural attrition. You just find that you don't see each other as much on the weekends, right. Or, you're not texting as much back and forth. And I've mentioned before, there's 2-day friends, 2-hour friends, and 2-week friends. And did that out of order a little bit. But, there's certain people you can be around, and you're like, okay, I'm good. But again, that natural attrition, and if they don't align with your core values, it kind of will naturally separate itself. But it's okay. It's not a bad thing. It's not wishing ill will by any means. But you also can't help those who are just kind of want to do that thing.
Everyone has different values. Everyone has different end goals.
And that's exactly right.
You can't knock them for wanting what they want. People want what they want.
What do we got from Rusty here? Read out loud for us.
Valuing the maintenance of happy clients is important to me. I love the opportunity to provide a positive experience and even go as far as to check in with them to see how they are. I've gotten projects simply by dropping a line to past clients. They really appreciate it as well. Right on the nose.
That's exactly right, man. And that's, it's just, you're not following up. Hey, Joe Bob, I need more work. Right. Hey, it was really great to have that opportunity to work with you. If you ever need anything, or not even that.
It's just how you been.
I saw your new
building
project.
Relationships.
Yeah, I saw you were in the paper. I saw this article with you.
Oh, sending the thank you cards.
Yes.
You see them in the paper. You see them in the news. They had a great accomplishment, won an award. Send them a thank you card. Miss Jody Brown does that. Yep. Awesome job at it. She sends amazing cards. If you ever get a card from Jody Brown, you're somebody special.
But our stream's doing okay. I'm sorry.
They provide so much value, and people will remember you. And I've gotten jobs. when I was in real estate, I gotten listings because I had sent thank you cards for them taking the time to meet with me and give me the opportunity to sell their home. It's invaluable.
What were we talking about? Was that last night we were talking about people just want to find people that are comfortable? Oh. Yeah. People want to find their tribe. They want to find something that makes them come together.
Yes, and that's going to be next week.
Ooh.
He's jumping the gun.
I am. I'm sorry. I got overzealous.
But back to value. So we're creating value by realizing the value within ourselves. We have to put in the effort. We have to put in the work to create the value that we're going to provide to our clients or the community. We have to find our core values to know what is valuable to us so we can value our time so other people will value our time. But how do you get that message out? How do you show people that you are worthy or that you are valuable to, that you're good enough for their project or for their company or that kind of thing? And I think that we've done that very well with being involved in the community, being a sponsor in local community events, very, important community events. We don't just go in and approach them, hey, we want to sponsor your events. We actually get involved in the organizations and give our time and our talents to the organization. And then people start to know about what we do and our talents and our value because we're proving it to them by giving back. People don't care about what you do or what you know until they know how much you care.
That's right.
I always get that one backwards.
People don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care.
Yes.
It's absolutely true. And it's without shouting it from the rooftops, because if you just go into any situation, me, no one cares. I'm sorry, no one cares about you. It's what can you do to provide value to others.
Yep.
And finding those core values within yourself, that really helps you identify the ones that you align with. I wrote down some of my core values, and I wanted to share some of mine. Authenticity, love, friendship, self-respect, financial security. Those are important, but it's in that order. And I feel that being open and honest, being authentic, and
right.
and caring about those people around you, it's only going to help everybody else.
Right. My core values are happiness, balance, and love. If you can't tell, I really like to be happy. I laugh and giggle a lot. But I really like to balance my life between work and my own personal wants and needs with things. And I find that balance by working in what I love doing. So while it seems like I work a lot and it appears to others that I do work a lot, but I enjoy my work so much that it is very well balanced for me. So that's where I've created my own self-value and self-worth, is being able to create this environment that I am happy with and happy with myself and that I can love.
Well, and one thing, it's not work when it's a passion.
Right.
And that's such a common disconnect, and something, people are like, oh, you work all the time. But I don't see it. I'm investing into a future, into my future. And if I'm listening to a podcast and I know I get +5 education points, for doing that, then I'm going to keep doing it. And so you got to keep improving, and it's okay to be that odd one that's like, well, no, I'm going to go to this. I'm going to go listen to this webinar. I'm going to skip lunch this time, guys. It's okay.
We are both the black sheep.
Yep.
I guess that comes with being an only child.
Yes. Man, I just had all these realizations, Cheryl. Jeez.
Oh, no.
It all got too real. Today, I think we're kind of
wrapping up point.
Um,
Next week, we are going to talk about finding your tribe. While, yes, you have your friends and your family, it's sometimes difficult to connect with them on what your core values are or what you envision yourself to be or what you want to be or who you are. Everyone has their own things, and sometimes your family and long lifetime friends don't align with that. And that's fine. But there are ways to find your tribe and have that sense of community and support.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I wanted to leave with a quote today. And this is my quote. I have a daily quote calendar that my best friend Nicole gave me. And I look at it every morning. I change it every day. And it's, everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid. Albert Einstein. So Matt, our son, took it as, oh, well, if he wants to climb a tree, he can go climb a tree. I'm sure there's a fish that can climb a tree.
Which I think there are.
Yeah. And then I took it as everyone has their thing that they're passionate about and they're meant to do, wholeheartedly. And it's about finding that, but don't let other people tell you that that's not you.
Yep. Just because
be you.
Because that's not their normal doesn't mean it's not normal for you.
Yes.
Today is also Tuesday, November 8th. Do your thing as an American. Go out and vote. Whichever way you're doing it, that doesn't matter. But you have a right. I don't want to hear anybody complaining for the next 4 years if you're going to go out and vote. So do that thing. You get a free sticker. I think they give those.
Yeah, we voted early because that's a whole mess.
But I guess some states don't allow that. So
yeah.
Thank goodness for Florida.
Yeah, go out, do your thing.
All right, guys.
Every vote counts.
Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us this morning, and hopefully you took some value away from this.
Yes.
I'd love to hear any comments, questions below.
Yes.
Always.
Email us, message us. If there's something that you want to see or things that you like about the show, or you're not like, I could do without this.
I'm okay with that.
Let us know.
Yep.
That's how we create a better, valuable experience for you.
So thank you for taking the time on your Tuesday morning to join us. We will see you next week, Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. Thank you for joining Breakfast with Ben and Cheryl.
Weekly food for thought. Bye.
We'll see ya.